welcome to Make It Make Sense with Monique Presley. I'm your host, Monique Presley. As always, I'm thankful for you being here. I'm thankful for you joining me and coming to where we do exactly what the title of the show says, Make It Make Sense. We take complex topics, we take convoluted issues, we take hard to understand subject matter, and we try to give you the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, so that we can understand it and live better lives. We're putting aside that foolishness, that bickering back and forth, all of that, just to dial down the noise and the rhetoric and make it make sense. And we started on February 7th on this journey, and it has been awesome. I mean, for real, start to not finish, but start to where we are now, because we're far from finished. But start to now, it has been awesome to be able to be with you Monday through Friday and to bring you experts in every field and to give you information, whether it's about the economy, about our health, about COVID, about working out, about diet and fitness, about politics, about law. You name the subject, we've covered it. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is Monique Presley TV, please subscribe today and set your notifications there so that you can get the full episodes. That's where they land. And set your notifications here, because sometimes I just pop up at random times where I'm at the White House, or I'm on Capitol Hill, or I'm traveling for a film festival, or whatever it is that's going on, and want to share that information with you. So if you set your notifications, then you'll know that. And finally, if you have already started sponsoring us, if you're a donor, thank you so much. We have a team that's small but mighty, and we're looking to give you the best information we possibly can and do it with excellence. So you can support us at Cash App, $ Monique Presley TV, paypal.me/Monique Presley TV. We can go to the link tree in my bio for more of that. But I am super excited today because it's a day that I frankly have been waiting on. Today, I am so thrilled to be able to come to you and offer you Launch. Launch is a 3-week session where I'm coaching you and providing you the tips and the tools you need to get from where you are now to where you really want to be. Can we be honest? We're not there yet, are we? And maybe some of us just don't have the tips, don't have the tools. We want to move forward, but don't know how. And we have been talking a lot about launching here on Make It Make Sense. And I told you a few weeks ago that I realized that maybe we weren't ready for the class because we wanted to launch out into the deep. That's scriptural. We wanted to catapult forward. We know we're a rocket that's meant to soar into space, or we know that we're a huge and mighty ship that for some reason is just stuck, anchored down at the dock, and we need to be able to launch out. We know that we are more than what we see right now of us. We look in the mirror and just know that there is more in us than what is being actualized. So I said, let's think about that. And I brought you some release tips, right? Because you can't launch if you're stuck in the mud. You can't launch if you're holding on to things in the past. So we talked about what it is to have a reset, whether it's a divine reset, a hard reset, a life reset, a relationship reset, a career reset. That first you've got to release the things of the past. Then you've got to recharge, set yourself again, take some time out, get that rest, that meditation that you need to really recharge your energy. And then sometimes we just frankly need to reboot. We got to unplug and plug in again to get back to our factory settings, to get back to our launch codes, where we were in the beginning before life and that bad dude and that dead-end job and that unplanned situation and that bankruptcy and that divorce and that abusive situation, and those people who disappointed us and betrayed us and all the ways that we disappointed ourselves, before all that came in, who were we? Who were we? So we may have to get back to that. I am not this relationship. I am not this family. I am not this job. I am not this situation. I am not that molestation or that rape or that time that I was taken advantage of and all the money was stolen from me. I am not those things or those people or those circumstances. I am a divine creation. I am a human being, an inspired entity created by God for a set purpose in the earth. I am miraculous. I am a wonder. I am unique and talented and gifted and full of promise and full of actual. That's who I am. So we have to kind of get away from all the things that people tried to tell us we are. I'm not good for nothing, and just like my mama and just like my daddy, and ain't gonna be nothing like my brother, and my whole family is a mess, and I'm not that. I'm not that. Can anything good come from Nazareth? Absolutely so. Absolutely so. I don't know what your Nazareth is. If it's your town, or if it's your circumstances, or if it's your family name, or if it's the mistakes you made, but absolutely something good. You are the something good that can come from there. So when we reset, when we detach ourselves from all that was and say, you know what? Whew. That was then, and this is now. I forgive it. Not for them, but for me. I forgive me so that I can move forward. That's what it means to take a time to reset. You might need a soft reset. You might need a hard reset. It might really be a Control-Alt-Delete for your past year, your past 5 years, your past 10 years. It might be a Control-Alt-Delete on everything that you can remember from your childhood forward. And frankly, I hear different things from different people. People are like, oh no, don't Control-Alt-Delete. Don't try to forget that. You don't need a hard reset because you lose everything that you gained, everything that you learned, everything that made you who you are. No, that's not for everybody. Every piece of advice is not for everybody. Because maybe you don't need to hold on to the lessons of molestation or of spousal abuse or of early death of your parents. Maybe those are not lessons that you need to hold on to. Maybe those are things you got to walk through. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God's with me. And now I got to figure out how I can be with me. I don't need to keep reliving it. I don't need to hold on to it. I need to put it someplace where it can be managed until I can breathe through it and conquer it and move on. And I gotta tell you guys, if there's anything that I know anything about, and I know quite a bit about a few things, if I say so myself, but if there's anything that I know anything about, truly, it's how to launch. How to launch. What's launch defined as? Let me see if I can show you. Launch. To throw forward. To release, catapult, or send off. To give a person a start. To spring forward. I love each of those. And in the class, we're going to talk about each of those. Sometimes you got to throw it forward. Throw it forward. You've got this book. I'm going to be real churchy. It's in your belly. It's marinating around in your belly, in your belly, in your belly. You need to throw up. You need to throw it forward. You need to grab it. Stop being scared of it and put it out there. That's what I'm doing today. It's crazy, right? I'm launching my launch class. Yeah, I was never going to be ready. I worked hard on it. I did all the content for it. I tinker around with it. I posted last night on Twitter, perfectionism is a devious, insidious thief. It is a monster. It is the killer of dreams. It is the killer of start, of completion, of middle, because perfectionism will keep you afraid and mute and silent. So sometimes you just got to throw it forward. You have to release, catapult, send off. It's to give a person a new start. Do you need a new start? Are you the person who you need to give a new start? Do you need to spring forward out of that house, that situation, that job, that career, whatever it is? That's what it means to launch. And that's what I'm going to help you with. Up at the top, I'm showing you where you can register on Eventbrite for the 3-week session. I'm giving you a week to do it. We're going to start a week from today. There are 3 seminars that will be available to you that I will be sending you. My team, really, not me personally, but we will be sending you via email. And they're ready. They're already done. They're ready to go. But I'm going to try to simulate a class setting to get this done. And then if you want to, there will be a VIP registration where you'll do Q&A with me. That will take place after each class. We're going to offer that to a number of people. I don't know, I think it's 50 that can do Q&A, because we're trying to make sure everybody can actually get in and ask a question. So we have to limit the number on those. And then there's VIP Platinum, where you can get the seminars, you can get the Q&A, and 1 hour of one-on-one coaching with me. So if you are not just ready to launch, but serious about it, and you know that you need some hands-on training from where you are to where you want to be, then I'm going to bring you in and do what it would be like if you were doing a weekly coaching session with me, or if you were in that community. We're going to do 1 hour and try to get as far as we can and give you really, really where you need to be. I don't have to tell you, I've been out of law school for 20 years. I'm crisis manager, I'm risk manager. I help people start businesses the right way the first time, with all their legal I's dotted and T's crossed, knowing how to incorporate, how to be an LLC if you're supposed to be an S Corp, and how to be incorporated, how to make sure that you have all the insurance that you need if you're occupying a building, making sure you're in compliance, really specific things that we've covered in the Be the Boss seminar before. But that's how to get you started. Or if you're trying to get started as an author and you think you need a publicist, you think you've got the story but you don't know how to tell it, whatever the situation is, we're going to dig in a little deeper there with some real coaching that is specifically for you. But in the class, you're going to get 3 weeks worth, an hour a week of the tips, the tools that go with any circumstance. And I'm mindful, actually, because I know what it is to launch out in career. I know what it is to launch out in business. I know what it is to scrap all of it and begin again. I know what it is to launch out of marriage into singlehood, and to have to raise children, and to have to figure out what your life looks like when it's not like what you thought it was going to be. I know all of these lanes. I know them well personally, and I've got experts in my community who helped me along the way, who are going to be helping us. I've got a few surprises. You know, guys, whenever I offer something, there's always a few surprises to go along with it. So we're doing all of that. We're doing all of it because it's important. If the past couple of years haven't taught us anything else, haven't they taught us that we shall not waste a moment? We will not take a single day, hour, minute, second for granted? Isn't that what we learned? So what are you waiting on? Is it fear? Is fear keeping you from living the life that you dream of, that you're worthy of? Are you devaluing yourself and your opportunities and what you have to offer in this earth? Are you staying stuck like you dream of traveling the world, but you're afraid of leaving behind the people with whom you're in codependent, unhealthy, dysfunctional relationships to do that? Baby, that's not friendships, that's ministry. You can minister from Greece. You can. FaceTime and Zoom work, boo. They do. Everybody can't go with you everywhere. You might have some snakes in your garden. Climb higher and watch them fall off. Just saying. Not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. So, this, different from what we do here on Make It Make Sense. This is not about politics, but maybe you want to get in politics. This is not about the economy, but maybe you're a financial wizard waiting to be. This is not about health and wellness specifically. I'm not teaching health and wellness. I'm teaching you how to actualize your own good health, your own wellness for you and your family. And I want you to join me. You come here every day, Monday through Friday. Costs you nothing. Costs us, and it's costly to me because I've earned the lessons that I'm teaching you. I've paid the price for them, for the education, for the career, for the experience, with the hard knocks, with the disappointment, with the abandonment, with the disloyalty, with the mistreatment. That's all costly. That's what it costs. That's what leadership costs. But I'm a certified leadership trainer, so if you know you're supposed to be leading and not following, come on board. We'll give you some of that too. Yes, I see it in the comments. You pay your dues, you do. But you know what? Sometimes we're done paying and we're just stuck. Like we done been paid. The sacrifice is over. And now it's time to live in what we paid for. And make room. Pay it forward for somebody else. So, you can register. You look at the top. Can you guys see what's at the top? The Eventbrite link. That's where you can go and register for the course, the 3-week seminar. We're here on Make It Make Sense daily. But this course you have to register for. And yes, it costs what it costs. It costs what it costs. If you're going to invest in yourself, if you're getting everything that you need from life already, then you don't need this. But if in an area you know that these tips would help you, or it would help you to help somebody else, gift someone with it who you know could be doing better, going further, faster, longer. Because that's my life's work. That's my mission. That's my mission statement, for sure. So please share this. Share the information with somebody else. I'm ready. It's time to launch, y'all. It's time to launch. Stop thinking that there's going to be a better time. There won't. Stop thinking that somebody is going to come and rescue you. They're not coming. Stop thinking that you're going to get randomly plucked out of obscurity and go into notoriety. It is not happening. But there are some of us who can be here with the tips and the tools that you need to survive. And that's me. And that's this. All right. That's all I got for today. But I'm so excited, so enthusiastic, so hoping that you will join me on this journey. This is not the last class that I'm going to offer. I've got a whole other one coming right behind it that is for people who want to be better communicators. But first, we're going to walk, run, climb, soar. Take the journey with me. Go register today. It's live, it's up, it's published, and I'm going to post a link in my stories so that you can click on it as soon as we're done with this class. All right? I love you all so much. Praying for you and want the very best that God has for you and that you have for yourself.